Hey guys, welcome back to FAQ Friday. We're going to tell you guys a story today.
That's right. Two people, two different clients that we've, kind of come in contact with, and we want to share this with you because it's so important to kind of put yourself in those shoes, right? You don't understand where you're sitting at until you realize, like, oh, that's me, or maybe that I should change that, right? So I'm going to share the one client that comes in on an annual basis, right? Meet with them.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh.
Let me go to the bad story first, right? So what we're doing is we're going to tell you a story of actually people that, I'll say people that we know, but the type of people that we know. We all know, as a matter of fact.
It's an all-inclusive.
One that is responsible,
right?
Probably not like me. And then one that is probably a little less responsible. So story.
More responsible.
Story is here. Person goes throughout their life. They're in their mid-50s. They're looking at to retirement the next few years. They've never met with anybody. Got 401k advice from their coworker that got his advice from his broke uncle. Is going to leave his company and probably not take any health insurance with them. Doesn't know if he's going to have enough money to last him in retirement. Is not sure if he's going to be able to have health care until he reaches the age of 65, how to bridge that gap. And believe it or not, you guys, that's most people. But if you look around, the people that didn't plan when it comes to retirement, man, they are living a rough life. Like, man, a lot of the things that they're having to do, live with kids, their medical care is usually subpar, like really bad, or very, I like to say, just chop, I guess. But it's not really a good story. So it's amazing what you can do with a little bit of planning, with some advice, with some help, working with professionals like us. And I'll let my honey share with you guys the better side of what you actually can do if you took the time to actually plan.
Yeah. So really what Ariel was sharing is majority of what we see and hear from other clients and just kind of around. But we have heard the bright side, and we have held clients on this side where they are proactive, right? They know that it's really up to them in order to create a retirement for them that is what they want, right? And so really what it comes down to is this client comes in regularly, meets with an advisor that is going to sit down and set up a plan for them. They're going to go over their income strategies, their tax strategies, estate planning, everything you work so hard for. They're going to protect it and put it into a living trust so that in the event of their passing, then it gets passed down to their loved ones, right? And it's an easy transition for their loved ones to care for. The other aspect is just different tax strategies, right? Because as this client continues to come in on a regular basis, they may have changed jobs a couple of times throughout. They've made adjustments. They've increased their contributions. Yeah. They've really gotten a stronghold of what plans are available to them. They've implemented these plans. They've actually increased their contributions on an annual basis, right? And now they have a target of how much income they need in retirement. And they're making the adjustments along the way every year going forward, right? And so what's beautiful is that they know that there has to be a little bit of a sacrifice as you're growing and creating your assets and so forth, right? And they've accepted that. They're going to take a little bit of a sacrifice so that they can have a comfortable retirement for them. And so now with medical, right, they either have long-term care or they have a plan in place that covers any chronic or any ailment that takes place that hinders them. They're not going to have to take out of their 401k and take the penalty on a tax hit, right? They have their medical expense taken care of. They have life insurance that's going to be permanent and it's going to last them the duration of their life, and even have a legacy to transfer to their loved ones after they pass, even though they've taken income from that life insurance, right? So big difference on the two different stories.
Yeah, and it's just about taking action. I think most of us, if you think about the way people work today, more society, right? A lot of us just kind of go to work every day. We know we got a 401k at work. We may have a pension, may have a 457 or a 403b, and we know we got something there. And
but we don't know how it works.
And I'm not sure. And, but I think so because my coworker said it's a very common story. And what ends up happening is we get to the point where we think we are ready to retire. Mm-hmm. And then you realize you have nothing in place and you actually can't retire.
That's right.
So it can be pretty bad, but here's what I'm going to tell you. There's light at the end of the tunnel. just
right.
seek us out. Just ask for advice. We're here to help you. A lot of what we do is complimentary.
Yeah.
And so
Reach out. I mean, I've sat with many people that are like, hey, I'm going to retire next year. Great. I'm excited. Let's get that plan.
Yeah.
Let's go through all the boxes. Let's check them all. Make sure you're in order
Yeah.
before you throw in a towel and say, hey, so long, we're
ideally, you don't want to wait 1 year before you're going to retire. You want to do it now.
Yes. But I have met with a lot of clients that have that same mentality where they're like, yeah, I'm going to retire. And then I've had to have that conversation like, hey, the numbers don't add up. What you're trying to do and what you have isn't working.
Yeah, $1,200 a month ain't enough.
Yeah. So then they unfortunately they leave upset or sad in that they can't retire. But that's okay. Because again, the light at the end of the tunnel, we're here to guide you and put the information in your hands and lead you in the right direction so you can start planning, start getting control of your retirement, and be able to retire on your terms.
Yeah. So, you know what? If you guys want some information, go to our website, www.arrivefinancialservices.com. You can call our office, 661-636-6862. Look us up on YouTube,
That's right.
any one of the social media platforms, or just reach out to us directly if you've got our number, if you find us on social media as well.
That's right. We do it all complimentary. So
Yeah.
love to help you.
Yeah, I'd love to help you guys. Reach out to us, okay? Take care, you guys. See you next week.